What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ LiftOFF with the JP Way, and you don't want to miss this flight. Today I have another one for you. This will be a scratch pattern that you can use to transition into new songs. This scratch pattern is made by DJ Jordan Lee. Make sure you definitely check him out on YouTube. He has some amazing, crazy R&B mixes, hip hop mixes. I think he has some reggae ones. I think he actually covers a lot of different genres. Make sure you check him out, DJ Jordan Lee. Again, this will just be a pretty short scratch pattern that you can use to transition into new songs. However, it is a really good one, so make sure you stay tuned. Let's get right into it. Alright, so before we actually jump into breaking down this particular scratch pattern, as you can see, the song that I'm using to transition into has a little bit of sound in the beginning. It's actually a piano. So I have enough room to move back and forth. So make sure that you're not using a song for this particular scratch pattern that has like just a kick or something that's really short. Make sure you have a sample or part of the sound that's enough to use to scratch with. So now let's hop into the breakdown. This scratch pattern mainly uses a lot of chirp scratches, a few baby scratches, and that's pretty much it. So the first thing you're gonna do is start with your crossfader open, and this will be part one. You're gonna start with your crossfader open, and you're gonna do a chirp scratch, but you're only gonna do the first part of the chirp scratch. So you're gonna have your crossfader open, you're gonna push into the sound, and make sure you actually have your song or sound actually playing as well. You're gonna push into the sound, and you're gonna cut it. Just like that. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to actually pull your platter back to the beginning of the sound, and then you're going to open your crossfader. Okay, so all you're doing is making just this quick sound. You shouldn't be getting any sound as you come back. So you shouldn't be getting any of this. All you should be getting is the forward sound. And you're doing that by pulling the platter back, and then you're gonna open the crossfader. So after you complete that first part, the next part you're just gonna do 4 regular chirp scratches, and you're gonna gradually slow down on each one. So in total, it'll sound like this. Okay, and if you don't know how to do a chirp scratch, all you're doing is completing the other end of the first chirp scratch that I pretty much showed you. So as you go forward, you're cutting, and as you come back, as you pull the platter back, you're just opening your crossfader. So this is a chirp scratch. So again, first sound, you're just having just that one quick sound, pull the platter back, open the crossfader, 4 gradually slowing down chirp scratches. Then once you're done with that, the next part, I think you should practice alone by itself. So once you get that first part down, once you get to this part, you're pretty much going to need to practice this a lot. Even I had to practice this a lot just because it requires a lot of hand control. So it'll sound pretty much like this. You're going to do a chirp scratch first, regular chirp scratch, then you're going to do a baby scratch. But as you push into the platter, you're going to actually bring it back really slowly. So the goal is to go regular chirp scratch at moderate speed. Then you're going to push in for a regular speed baby scratch. But then as you come back, you're going to pull back slowly. So in real time, it'll sound like this. So with doing that, what I like to do is just practice this part alone, because it does take some time to get it down. Like I said, take some time to get your hand control. So just keep practicing this. The faster you can do it, that means you're getting better and better. So going back to the scratch pattern, you're going to do that 3 times, and then you're just going to end with 2 chirp scratches. Then you're going to let your platter go to actually finish and start transitioning into the song that you're transitioning into. So again, from the top, what we have is a chirp scratch, but then we're not going to finish the second part. So we have just a quick chirp, pull that platter back, open the crossfader. Then we have the 4 gradually slowing down chirp scratches as far as speed. Then once you get there, your crossfader will be left open again. And then we have the things that we just practiced. We're going to do chirp, baby scratch with the slow pullback. 1, 2, 3. Then we just have 2 chirp scratches. full chirp scratches, then you're letting the platter go. So there is the scratch pattern. And now, of course, you need to know when to actually bring the scratch pattern in. So if you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, you're going to hit this first chirp, like this one without the back chirp, just the first quick chirp. You're gonna hit that on the second and, right on that and. So if you're counting 1 and 2 and, that's when you're gonna hit the scratch pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually play the sound, and I'm gonna count it with you. You have 1 and 2 and. Okay, 1 and 2 and. Okay, so if I keep going, it sounds just like this. 1 and 2 and. No matter what bar you're on, out of those beats, the 1, 2, 3, 4, those are all beats in one bar. You're coming in on the second beat on the and. So 1 and 2 and. I'll demonstrate that one more time slowly just to make sure you got it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and. So as you can see right there, I waited until the third bar, but we're still on that second beat, on the and of that second beat. So like I said, depending on how you're transitioning, what songs you're using, just remember it's on that second beat on the and. All right, DJs, I hope you all enjoyed learning that scratch pattern. Definitely a great one to add to your arsenal of different scratch patterns. Like I said, this one is a great one that you can honestly use mid-mix, or you can just use to transition into a new song. Like I always say, make sure you continue practicing and practicing. And until next time, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll check y'all out next time on the next video. Deuces, I'm up out of here.